What's going on, YouTube? So I'm back with another DADvice video, and this video um, is one I wanted to touch on because I feel like it's another subject that a lot of dads may not talk about, but I know a lot do experience, and that's having your baby premature. So about one in 10 babies born in America are premature babies, and by definition, premature is a baby born before 37 weeks instead of the full term, which is 40 weeks or plus 40 weeks plus. Um, so it's quite a common occurrence, and it babies that are born premature are susceptible to more diseases or sicknesses, or I guess you could say a longer developmental rate because, of course, they were born early. So organs and organ functions may still be developing and still going even after the child is born. Um, my son was born at 35 weeks, and it was it was an experience. But he was born, and it was the best thing ever. He came out yelling and crying like everything was normal, which was great. But I think that it's sometimes it can be difficult as a dad because your baby's born, and he or she may not be the weight of a normal baby, obviously being premature. I remember when my son was in the NICU, and my father and I, we went to go see my son. We would pass by babies that were so small that you could hold them in two hands, and some you could hold in one hand, and they're in these incubators or whatnot, and they're so small and so fragile, and to me, I feel like, yes, it's another stepping stone, extra stepping stone dads and moms have to take for a premature baby, but it makes that bond even stronger, even sooner, because you are truly looking at and having to defend and care for a defenseless human, a defenseless premature baby, and that baby is dependent on you for every single thing. I remember we were there down in the NICU with him, um, as much as we could possibly be. The nurses do give them care, 24-hour care around the clock. So they would feed him every 3 hours on the hour. Even if he was asleep, they would wake him up and feed him, which is great. But I feel like to really help him or her, your baby, to come full circle and really get their strength up and to support that development that they need. Of course, they're going to need you. Just like in the beginning of this video, you see my son and I were doing what's called kangaroo care, which is basically like a skin to skin that you could do with your premature baby. You can put your premature baby right on you, right on your bare chest, and he was just in his diaper, and they fall out instantly. I mean, it's so calming to them, and it'll make you go to sleep as well. It'll calm you down as well. So small things like that go a very, very, very long way. Like I had said in a few videos back, that's something that will cost you absolutely nothing to spend that time with your son or your daughter, especially coming up and strengthening from being a premature baby, and just keep in mind that your baby will grow. Your baby will grow just like any other baby that's full term. It's just that they're coming out of the hole a little bit. They say, hey, I want to get here early, so why not? Let me get here now. I don't feel like waiting 40 weeks, or 37 weeks. So it's not a bad thing, and it can be tough. It can be. When you look at you touching your child, you got to touch them through an incubator, or change a diaper through an incubator. I changed my son's diaper. First diaper I changed was inside of an incubator. It was rough doing it inside of there, but I know I had to do it in there. I couldn't just take him out and just do it where I wanted to. So hospitals do a pretty good job of giving premature babies the care that they need in order to make it so they can get home. Of course, a lot of hospitals NICUs have a target weight that the babies must get to before they go home in a car seat, and go home with you for that day, which is great because they don't want to just let you take the baby home and him or her are not where they should be, even though you may give the baby the best care in the world. You definitely want to make sure the baby's strong enough to do well at home. And it's sometimes it can be rough for us premature dads because you may um, go to your child and say, oh man, my baby's small, my baby girl small, my baby boy small, but always remember that they're going to grow, they're going to get bigger, they're going to develop, and that to me makes you watch their development even closer, and every little thing that arises or happens in their young lives, you notice instantly, because you're looking for that next developmental stone, and they're gonna reach it, and it's a great thing. It really is. Um, and right here we have this is my son's premature diaper. Yes, so they do have diapers labeled P apostrophe S for like premature, as I know Pampers does, and the hospital we were at used Pampers diapers when I changed my son's diaper, and yeah, it's small, and right now he's in this diaper. So you can definitely see the difference. Your son or daughter will grow. It's all about giving them the care that they need, listening to the doctors, making sure you're immunized as far as like flu shots and stuff like that goes, and also making sure that you have everything that the doctor says you need to make sure that you don't pass anything on to your child, and also making sure that they have their immunizations and getting them in there for the appointments and stuff. And your baby will pick up weight, and your baby will get back to where he or she needs to be. Only thing you have to do is just be that dad, be that father, and just be there and provide that support to your baby. And that's it. That's all that they're going to need. In addition, of course, to the food, the supplements, of course, stuff like that, and to get him bigger, to get him bigger and on the road to being a normal sized baby, a normal sized infant. It doesn't take long for some babies. A lot of babies hit it around maybe a year, like 12 months or 11 months. After that, the premature difference or the age adjustment you no longer have to worry about. So my son was born at 35 weeks, so that means that he's 5 weeks behind the normal developmental stages. So at 12 months, it's really like he's at 11 months. So, which is fine. That means he just gets extra time to do things like crawl, walk, or talk than other babies do. It's not the end of the world. It's like I said, it just gives extra time and just provides the extra care for your baby. A lot of premature parents, I mean, you look at some babies, you wouldn't even know they were premature, and they'll do just fine. Of course, you'll get people to say, "Oh, that's a small baby," or "Why that baby's so small?" And you get a lot of people that don't know, and they'll make a lot of comments, but it's just some fact that they're just uneducated and they don't know, and it'll be your job to educate them and let them know, hey, my baby's premature, so a premature baby is going to look different from a full-term baby. This is a real thing. One in 10, that's a high statistic. So it's quite common, and as a dad, as a father, you just stay strong and just know that your baby will grow, and it's fun to see them grow, and you look at the differences now in the diapers and the clothes as well, and once they start hitting those growth spurts, they'll just start getting through it, and it's no different from a full-term baby, no different. So just a video I wanted to do on, like I said, my personal experience with my son being premature, and that, and sometimes when you look at your baby, maybe even earlier than 35 weeks and maybe even smaller, just understand that everything will be fine. Everything is going to come out fine, and stay and be strong for your wife or the mother of your child, and everything will be great. So I'm also going to have some videos coming later on this week as well about prep for getting ready for baby, not only just to come home, but the arrival of baby. And you will be surprised on how little you actually need to take to the hospital as far as like getting a bag and stuff like that together as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.